Good morning, it's Mira, and I am here to do the second Sea Swept look. It is early for us, but of course, the sun comes up at like 5:45. So we're up. We're all here. You can tell my eyes are a little bit puffy. I haven't quite got all the sleep out of them, but we had a great Memorial Day yesterday. I'm prepping for my look. I was planning to be pre-done by the time we got on today, so you wouldn't see so much of my sunburn, but well, that didn't really work out. So I'll just tell you the story of what we did this weekend. We went to visit a church that some friends of ours who recently moved here are going to on Sunday. And then we spent the day in town because we are living in a little town. I don't know what the population is. I should look that up. But it's fairly rural, one or two lane roads. And of course, you can only get places one way because it's an island and there's big mountains right next to you. So in some ways, it feels like Idaho. So today, and of course, we went to the beach yesterday. We went early, but we were there for about 3 hours, and I had to practically drag my kids out of the water. You know how that goes. And we were all sunburned. You can see it a little bit more on my shoulder. My face is pretty good because of my sunscreen moisturizer. But the kids are burnt because they don't tan at the tanning bed, and they have not been they don't use sunscreen moisturizer. And I really miss my Mary Kay sunscreen. We had to discontinue ours because it's not reef safe. And so that means I couldn't even bring it with me to Hawaii. So yeah, I've been using something that's good, but it's only okay. So you know how that goes. So I'm going to start with my eye primer for my look. And I put on lip primer. I did foundation primer, and that is my tricks on how to not melt, how your makeup melt off in the summer is primer, 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 primer. All the primers, because it will stay on till when you want it to go away instead of whenever it feels like going away. So we're going to do Sea Swept 2, and today we're going to use the Gold Status. I'm going to use a little bit of navy, but we're going to focus on the green. So let me get to my e-catalog again so I can share that page with you. Okay. And I need to share my screen so you can see what I'm doing, not just see that I'm playing with stuff. Share the screen. We're doing Chrome tab of the e-catalog. Share it. Okay. Now, if you didn't get this in the mail, you can go to my website and grab one. Let me just talk again. Oh, shoot, that's the full. I'm not very good at figuring out which button is which. So, okay, so your new blending BFF, this page right here, this rack though, I'm telling you, it's everything. I brought one with me. I've been using this blending brush. It is amazing. Okay, so we're going to do Sea Swept 2, which says it's for beige and bronze skin tones, which, I newly acquired my tan, so it works. I have on just CC cream over my skincare and my primers so far today. You can tell my nose is just a tiny bit red. I could not find my hat at the last minute, so that was a little bit special. So if you're watching this, make sure to comment because all I can see are little eyeballs. I'd love to know who's hanging out with me today. You can tell I'm a little puffy as well because I literally just woke up. And I think that what I want, my under eye corrector is somewhere else in the condo. So I'm not going to bother with that, but I am going to start my look. Let's go ahead and get this guy up right beside me. So we're going to do this bottom one right here, and it is shown on someone with a bronze skin tone, but I think it's going to be gorgeous. It can be gorgeous on anybody. It's just depending on how much product you put on. So let's start with, I'm going to start with this angled brush. And this is actually a cream color brush, but I love it for all over because of the tip. And since I forgot my angled brush, my one-sided angled brush, my traditional angled brush, this is important. So let's see, today, so we went to the beach yesterday for a couple of hours. We got some sandwiches. I had stuff to do in the afternoon to finish up my month. And of course the kids were supposed to take naps and they refused, so we gave them chores instead. So it's amazing how kids who are like, I'm not tired, as soon as you give them chores, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I can't go on anymore. So I did let's get her out of the way. So I've done my navy up above my natural crease, and I did that because I have a deep set eye. I'm going to change the lighting here. I'm not loving this. Definitely not. Okay. No. There we go. This is a little bit better. This is a little bit more stark, but I can see what I'm doing. So I put it right above because I have a deep set eye, and wherever you want it to recede back, you're going to keep it dark. Wherever you want it to come out towards you, you're going to keep it light. Now I'm going to go ahead and do Gold Status, which is one of my very favorites, with this tiny little brush, and I'm going to focus on doing it here and here for sure. And I'm going to keep this part of my eyelid, I'm going to paint it light, and then I'm going to blend in the green. Gosh, this computer is running really loud. Just heard the very loud air conditioning system. This building, it's really cool, but it's old. So we're not used to all this old stuff in our state-of-the-art houses. Okay, so we've got these two colors going. I'm going to do some blending because I don't want to be quite as dark. It is before 7 o'clock in the morning here in Oahu, and I have my sales director meeting in a few minutes, which I'll tune into. I don't have to have my camera on, but I always feel guilty that I don't. So since I'll have a face on, I'm going to actually do it. And okay, so right now I've got these kind of blended together, and I'm going to add my third color. But after that, I think we're going to go eat a good breakfast. We've been eating at home a lot in our kitchen. So I'm going to use, I don't think I really want to use the blending brush. I think I want to recycle my angled brush. So we're going to give it a little wipe. And I'm going to put it into the green. Now there's a couple brushes, like I said, that I left at home. And I'm just going for it. I'm not worrying about how it's going to go. I'm just going to add a little green. And I'm going to sort of blend in between the blue and the green to get my mermaid look. After I did my tutorial, my redo tutorial on the other look, I was really excited to see that, I was really excited to see this beautiful sort of shimmery effect that everything had when it was blended together, and I didn't take a picture because it was late and I was in my pajamas washing my face. And I have no idea how this is going. I should probably check on Facebook to see how it's showing up. Okay, so you can see that we've got the gold and the green. Still not loving the lighting. This is only slightly better. I've been having to play with this in order to get it exactly right, because we were here in this cute little vestibule that was clearly ordained for recording, but not quite. Well, kids, let's see how this is showing up on Facebook. Okay. Let's see if it is showing up on Facebook. Oh yeah, well, no. I don't know. I don't know if I'm live or not. So comment if you can see this, because I have no idea if I'm coming up live or not. Oh wait, maybe I am. There I am. Okay. Hi me of the future. The video looks okay. So must have been just some problems yesterday. All right, so let's go ahead and add a little bit more gold. I got really high up on this side with the navy. Got a little crazy. And I think the key to keeping this look um, maintained is going to be the gold. So I'm going to blend this a little bit more, and then I'm going to go in with, I'm going to do my brows and put on eyeliner and stuff. I think it's really hard to judge sometimes your dramatic eye look until you get your eyeliner on, and then you know what you got. Okay, got that. Got my green. I'm going to do just a teeny bit more with that. So it's kind of weird because today would be normally the day when we would be leaving Hawaii to go back to the mainland. Either today or actually Thursday would be the very longest that we would be gone, about 10 days. Usually when we're visiting in Maui, when we're visiting our family. But here we are, and this is just the first part of it. So it's kind of trippy. We're trying to kind of pace what we're doing in terms of fun stuff and have normal stuff. Richard and the kids are going to go do a bus adventure sometime this week to prepare for that. My youngest brother, who's an adult with special needs, you may or may not have known Paul. Some of you have met Paul over the years. He just thinks Mary Kay is the best. He wishes he could become a sales director. We're not going down that road. Not. But he's so cute. He's going to come and he loves public transportation. So Richard wants to make sure he knows how to do it. Okay, so I got a little bit of, now I've got I'm putting on my translucent powder because the shine on my forehead is bugging me. You can still see that I got a little sunburn through that. I'm going to have to fix that. I'll fix that up and take some pictures, and I just hit myself really good with the powder. Thankfully, it goes great with my distressed cotton dress. And this is shaping up. It's still shaping up a little dark. I'm going to have to blend it a little more after we go off camera because it's just boring to watch me blend too much. But lash primer, this is like good hair product. I can always tell when I forgot it because it just does not quite. My lashes don't quite look right. Okay. Got our lash primer on. And Panorama mascara. I also like Lash Intensity. I still have a few of these Panorama. I have about 15 left. Yes, I will share with you. They're not available to order on the website through a easy ship or guest checkout order. You'll have to get those from me directly, but I have them available. And my office slaves, not really slaves, but I have a friend who is taking care of my office while she's house sitting for me so she can get your orders together for either mail or pickup for Treasure Valley. And mostly what I like about this is I like the brush. I can't tell which direction I'm going. I like the brush because it's the silicone brush, but it's got a kind of a fatter sphere shape head, and it fans. And I only have to do a couple coats. Now, like I said, I'm going to have to clean this up. I'm going to take a picture. This is definitely a rough cut. And especially since I've had to talk to myself the whole time. And now I'm going to use some waterproof mascara over the top of everything. Partly because I have blonde lashes, and you can really never have too much mascara. Well, you can in terms of cakiness, but having a couple coats of mascara is a good thing. Just want to make sure that that you can still touch your lashes. They're not crispy to the touch. Okay, so You can see how this is now coming together a lot better. Like before the eyeliner, I'm like, what? Or before mascara, I'm like, I'm a little out of it. We'll add a little waterproof liquid black mascara. There are other kinds. I don't really use them, to be honest with you, just because I have really bad allergies. And with the exception of maybe the gel eyeliner, which is, it has to be applied with a brush. So I tend to use the one that can go in your purse because I'm always on the go. I'm always in a rush. I think that's what my problem is my light's on the other side. So I'm not loving that. So our look is coming together, and I'll post some pictures at the end. Let me get closer. Let me get my lighting figured out. This has been a problem the whole time. So we've got our dramatic sea-swept look with gold and navy and emerald noir. I'll post some finished pictures once I get it all under control. But thanks for watching. Have a happy, happy Tuesday. You can find all of these pages, all of these things online on my website. So have a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.